This is our time for our fan Zoom of the week, and the theme here is always going to be Packer fans related, but this one also has to do with music. In your career, who was the most big-time person you ever met, whether it was rock, country, rap, R&B, whatever?
Well, one day I came out of the training room at 1265 in the locker room here in Green Bay, and unbeknownst to me, it was Darius Rucker of
sure.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Sure.
Yes, Sterling Sharp was a huge country music fan.
Really? So Sterling and Darius were buds?
Extremely good friends.
And he's a big Dolphins fan. He even wrote it in his song.
Oh, okay.
You know, the "May Take on Me." I can't remember what it goes. I've become from different worlds. That
Yes.
one. He, by the way, he wasn't Hootie. You know that, right? Like
Right.
he would get mad. People would say Hootie, Hootie.
Right.
He was.
I
not
made that mistake.
Hootie. He was. That's just the name of the band.
Okay.
All right. This week, Mike Wozniak is a longtime friend of mine from South Milwaukee. He's rubbed elbows with some of the biggest rock and roll and just basically stars of music on the planet. And, by the way, he bleeds green and gold. Here's our fan Zoom of the week. This guy is a Packers fan from South Milwaukee. Mike, how you doing? It's been a while.
Bert Griffin, great to hear your voice, buddy. I don't get to see you down here on the old telly, so it's nice to hear your voice.
Well, that's why we'll have online and the internet for this interview after the show gets done with. But look, a couple times a year, sometimes the only time I see you is when you come up for a Packer game. What is the vibe down in Milwaukee after this 4-0 start?
I think everybody's excited. I think, they're waiting for the gas pedal to fall out of the Packers car, so to speak. We're so used to a conservative team and a conservative game plan. I think people are excited about what LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers and all the weapons that he has are accomplishing on the field.
All right, we grew up in southeast Wisconsin where we got to go to games at the Old County Stadium as kids growing up. How cool is that? Or was
Yeah,
that?
I mean, dynamic experience for sure at that young of age. That along with any live performance for me, concerts, whatever it may be, are kind of like a passion for me. So it's a great experience.
We grew up thinking that all teams had their sidelines on the same side of the field because it was a baseball stadium. That's funny. Hey, so you mentioned the concert thing. Look, that's been part of your life. Personal security for some of the biggest rock bands and individuals. Who stands out the most from Neil Diamond all the way to Metallica?
Yeah, so I prefer to call it glorified babysitting for adults, but nonetheless, different genres, different sexes in terms of female, male artists. I would have to say, hands down, the nicest person I've ever worked for, the easiest person I've ever worked for is Dolly Parton.
Wow, that's interesting. One of the legends of country music. And you know what? You've done all of it, too. You said easy listening, but you've gone from Pantera to Janet Jackson as well. What was I guess, besides seeing the world, literally, what's been the greatest thing for you?
Yeah, I've been blessed. I think I got more of an education during this last 30 years of my career than I could have ever gotten in any classroom. So I've been on all 7 continents. I've been in almost 100 countries. And along the way, I've met some great people.
Yeah, definitely. And you've also allowed me to meet some of those people along the way, that's for sure. All right, let's get to some other Packer questions. And it's not trivia, it's just personal choice here. You got to go with one or the other, Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers?
Brett Favre.
No questions asked on that one. Why is that? Just because he was born?
Yeah, no questions asked. I think you look back at the Favre days, and that guy was just a warrior, man. He didn't miss games. And he was like a little kid out there, which is, why we all got attracted to football in the beginning is, you're out there having fun and that he carried that over on the field and that connected with people.
All right, James Lofton or Sterling Sharp?
Ooh, I'd have to say Sterling Sharp because I saw more of his games.
All right, Donald Driver or Jordy Nelson?
Ooh. Oh, wow. Listen, they both have interesting stories, right? I like Jordy Nelson. And listen, I think that he was let go premature from the Packers. They should have brought him back when he was released by, I believe it was the Raiders. But yeah, Jordy Nelson.
All right, and since it was just, just a couple days ago, got to go. LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Come on, man. It's Michael Jordan. There will never be another Michael Jordan in history. Never.
Spoken like a guy who watched a lot of sports in college. That was definitely
Yeah.
our era. All right, lean to the side there. You've got an interesting poster behind you. Sons of Lombardi. Take us through that. Looks like it's a little bit Metallica inspired.
Yeah, so I met this artist down in Mexico City when I was doing a festival. She does a lot of artwork for Gears of War, the video game, and she specializes in skeletal matter. So I had an idea to immortalize the greatest coach ever, Vince Lombardi. And it shows, skeletal matter, hands coming out of the ground, holding out our 4 Super Bowl trophies. What you can't see probably, because we're too far away, but he's got 4 rings on his skeletized hands as well.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you might have to, get a new one done with 5 on there after this season.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
Hey, where can people find the gear?
Etsy, real simple site to find it. Just search up Sons of Lombardi, picture will pop up. And, right now we just have posters up, but, I have a T-shirt on. We can make T-shirts.
Nice.
We can make whatever you like out of it.
All right, Mike Wozniak, longtime friend from college for the past 30 years. You can check it out at Etsy. He's our fan Zoom of the week. All right. Well, I think a couple of those T-shirts, give them away out here to the crowd.
That'd be great. I love those segments, Bert. I
Well,
love them.
just trying to find unique people out there who have some connection. Obviously, the Packer Nation out there spreads across the entire planet. So we'll be able to find somebody each week.
It's
That's
really
for sure.
vast and diverse.
All right. When we come back, we'll have our keys to beating the Buccaneers. We'll take a trip around the NFL. You're watching a Locker Room right here at the Radisson Hotel in Conference Center.